Alright, this is Crota giving you another audio commentary or another shoutcast between Ghostface and Rojinwook. And here on Terranistan, here we have Ghostface on the top left-hand corner as the teal player, quickly getting a Crypt and a Ziggurat, so most likely going to be going Fiends, not an early altar. Meanwhile, we do have an Altar of Kings, Town Hall, and a Barracks being produced by Rojinwook, so it looks as though it's going to be the standard Archmage Footman start here to start off on the map. And I still do not see Altar of King or Altar of Darkness yet, so unless that Altar of Darkness comes out very shortly, we may be able to see some Tavern Hero perhaps. Dark Ranger is a good choice, Pit Lord as well, but those are usually secondary heroes, so not quite sure. Getting a Tome of Relics before getting the Altar of Darkness, so you know what, I cannot say what's going to happen at this point. We do have Altar of Kings nearing completion. We do have a second farm being built by Rojinwook as well, and Rojinwook is going to go ahead and move that peasant around and go ahead and build a Blood Mage instead. Okay, so this game, nothing like what I was going to be expecting. Blood Mage coming from Rojinwook. Meanwhile, we have an Altar of Darkness being built very late. No graveyard, so it's not a Fiend build either. So I am at a loss for words right now. We have a militia going ahead and creeping across or scouting across the map. It is going to see this late Altar of Darkness. Going to see that there is no graveyard at this point, and it doesn't look like a graveyard is going to be coming down anytime soon, as ghouls are still being produced in mass. So Rojinwook sees this, probably a little confused, just like I am. We have do have a Tome of Relics being completed already, and now we have a ghoul going out to scout. Let's go ahead and see that if that ghoul is most likely going to stick around that tavern. If it is, then we do have a tavern hero. Meanwhile, we have a footman, a couple of militia, and a blood mage coming out to creep. And I will go ahead and see what we do have. No, it's Flame Strike as the first type. So very interesting type. Is going to go ahead and Flame Strike that unit. It looks as though that militia is just going to be just within range, and we do have a Pandarian Brewmaster coming from Ghostface. Okay, so Pandarian Brewmaster versus Blood Mage on this map. I cannot say that I've seen this particular hero choice ever before, so this should be quite fun. We do have him selling his Scroll of Town Portal to pick up a Rod of Necromancy. Wow, what is this? It looks as though we're going to see some tech as though the Pandarian Brewmaster is the Blade Master in this particular case. Okay, meanwhile, we do have the Blood Mage going ahead and now trying to take down. It gets a Mantle of Intelligence and Ring of Protection +2, I believe, yes, Ring of Protection +2. Does have a Town Hall and is going to go ahead and, I guess, creep this particular mercenary camp. And meanwhile, we do have the Pandarian Brewmaster going ahead and scanning or attacking this Renegade Wizard. We did have a reveal attempt from Rojinwook, so Rojinwook does know that there is going to be a Pandarian Brewmaster to deal with, not the typical Death Knight. Meanwhile, we have Mud Golems and a whole bunch of slow coming out. We see, yes, a Siphon Mana on those Kobold Geomancers. Meanwhile, is he going to siphon the next one? No, it looks like he is not going to siphon the next one and is going to go ahead and pick up or go after that one particular ghoul. That ghoul is going to go down, it looks like, but we are losing a lot of militia to those creeps. Those creeps are dealing a very, very high amount of damage, and it looks as though the Pandarian Brewmaster wants to creep as well, trying to get that level 2 Breath of Fire. So, ooh, that Troll Shadow Priest or the priest is going to go ahead and go down as well. We do have a farm being built, so the farm is going to be able to get some additional mercenary units as well. We have footmen now heading towards the main of Ghostface. Meanwhile, we have the Blood Mage now seems to be going after the Pandarian Brewmaster. I guess that is a fairly good counter. If you're able to siphon the mana from the Pandarian Brewmaster, that is quite nice. He's going to come in and do a Flame Strike. He's going to come in, see this, does a Flame Strike, and no, yes, is going to siphon out some mana. And it looks like ghouls are going to go down. 2 ghouls go down while creeping, and the Pandarian Brewmaster is unable to get any additional damage in. Pandarian Brewmaster down to 200 mana. Meanwhile, it looks as though we have a Staff of Teleportation and going to go ahead and sell those Wand of Mana Sealing because they're pretty much worthless at this point. We have the ghouls coming back in. It looks as though Blood Mage is going to try to hide off to the side. Ghouls quickly see this. Ghoul is going to try to trap down this Blood Mage. Blood Mage trying to run to the back and trying to get in position. Going to siphon some more mana from that poor Pandarian Brewmaster. And now we have the Blood Mage currently sitting at level 3 1/3, I would say. Pandaren Brewmaster at 2 1/3. We do have a Nerubian Tower out, and now upgrading the Halls of the Dead. We do have a Flame Strike trying to prevent those Acolytes from getting any additional gold at this time. Ghouls are now, Footmen now trying to run back to the base. Meanwhile, we have the Blood Mage trying to go back there. He is going to Flame Strike right beside him and force those ghouls to all run away. Very nice tech coming from Rojinwook. Rojinwook now trying to take down that one Ziggurat. That Ziggurat is down to 97 hit points and is going to go ahead and do a Staff of Teleportation back to his base. Arcane Vault nearing completion, and we're still at Town Hall. So no major tech coming from Rojinwook at this point. Meanwhile, the Pandaren Brewmaster is going to get level 3, trying to take on this Sasquatch and this Forest Troll. Mass Ghouls. Rojinwook buys 2 Clarity Potions, a Scroll of Regeneration, and gets a Forest Troll Berserker. Is he stuck? I'm not sure. He's going to go ahead and walk around that map. Meanwhile, we have the Clarity Potion being used. Let's see what's going to happen here. Yes, we are going to have an oh, he's going to go ahead and try to expand, not on the close expansion, but on the far expansion, and grabbing in some militia. If he's not careful, that Pandaren Brewmaster with the Boots of Speed is going to see this and be able to thwart it. Is the Pandaren Brewmaster going to see? I believe so. Is he going to see? Is he going to see? Is he going to make a turn to the left? He does not make a turn to the left, so the Pandaren Brewmaster does not know that these militia are going to be able to go ahead and create an expansion over here. We do have another Ring of Protection. You go ahead, and he does use his Scroll of Healing and Scroll of Regeneration to pull back these units. Militia now coming in. Pandaren Brewmaster did see, oh, it's now dropped a Sentry Ward, so most likely sees that there are units over here and is going to go ahead and do a quick Breath of Fire, take down that tower. And is he going to be able, level 2 Breath of Fire, he's going to go ahead and try to take down that that unit, or try to siphon some more mana out. And it looks as ghouls are going to join in the party, so some more siphoning down. Level 3 on the Blood Mage, going to get to level 4 very quickly. And we have a Flame Strike, and that is going to cause the pathing to change on those ghouls. That no one wants to take that additional fire damage, but more fire damage coming from the Pandaren Brewmaster. Very, very hard to figure out what's going on right now. We have the units trying to run to the back. Ghouls now trying to run. More siphon mana on that Pandaren Brewmaster. Blood Mage is now Pandaren Brewmaster gets another Breath of Fire in and is now losing some ghouls. One peasant was able to hide in the base. Hide back in the base. Now some more siphon mana as well, and we're going to get a surround on that Blood Mage. That Blood Mage go ahead and try to Flame Strike his own position, and trying to run back those footmen very low on hit points. And it looks as though those footmen are going to go down. While that Pandaren Brewmaster may be able to push this off. It looks as though if I had to call the game now, it would be for Ghost Space. But by looking at the timer, I can see there's still plenty of game to play. But right now, I do believe that Ghost Space with the level 4 Pandaren Brewmaster does have a serious advantage. Rojinwook loses his Forest Troll Berserker and is going to go ahead and lose his Scout Tower as well. Meanwhile, back at the base, we have Gargoyles being trained by Ghost Space. Ghost Space now finally having a graveyard and gathering wood with only 4 ghouls. Let's see, Rojinwook is still at Town Hall, so currently sitting at only 200 gold. So he did spend a lot of money on footmen, I would believe, but only 24 over 42 food, so this is pretty bad. We do have a Goblin Zeppelin coming up and is going to get dropped into the back of that base, so this may come as a shock to Ghost Space, as Ghost Space is probably not expecting this. A quick drop is going to go ahead and do a Flame Strike on those acolytes, and the Haunted Goldmine taking a good amount of damage, actually. Haunted Goldmine down to 541 hit points, and taking some damage over time from that fire underneath it, and it's now down to 537 hit points as well. Pandaren Brewmaster now has a potion of invulnerability trying to come back in. We do have some Gargoyles now trying to take that down. And are we going to get another Flame Strike? It looks as though we might get another Flame Strike in on that base. And I'm going to go ahead and pause the game at this point. We do have those Acolytes are going to try to pull to the back. Now we have a level 4 on the Pandaren, on the Blood Mage. Blood Mage now being able to siphon some more mana, waiting for that cooldown, gets another cooldown, and those Acolytes are able to escape, and those Acolytes are going to go down. We have a Scroll of Teleportation, most likely, yes, and the Haunted Goldmine goes down. Okay, stay tuned for part 2 of this replay.